Gamers, we have returned, and in spite of everything, I don't want to wade into the hornet's nest, okay? The monetization stuff I'm not interfacing with at all, but the actual meat of the patch I've been, unfortunately, really enjoying. I even played a little bit yesterday when my daughter was at an activity, not recording it or anything, just playing it. Had some really fun runs. I love starting with an enchanted item, man. Ooh, dude, there's some decent stuff here. A revolver that burns for 0 is not that interesting. Heavy coral. Coral's just like not good enough to be excited about. Shielded honing steel. This is a tough one because I feel like the honing steel is obviously the best immediately. And the shield is not like insignificant, but the revolver is like could scale nicely. You know what? I'm gonna mix it up. I'm gonna go with the second most likely one you would have expected me to take. Because I think that this also gives us something that we can sell scrap into, which doesn't happen all that often. For me, usually because I'm so like obsessed with just doing the one weapon build over and over. Realistically, you know what? We would love to get. I think we would love to get a fang. Just to have something that goes fast-ish, at least, and would be a nice, like, inheritor of the honing steel. Or, this could be a great... I mean, this is not, like, the most novel sort of build you'll ever see, but this would go nicely with the cutlass, too. Something that's multi-castable. I mean, even the bludgeon... It's very slow, but 3 seconds of slow times 2 items might be good. Like, you don't have to have your build ready, like, right off the bat, you know? You could have your build... there could be a build for the early game, and then you pivot to a more successful build in the mid-game. Like, there's some bad builds that win early. Like, yesterday, I started a run with Restorative Bolus. And for 4 days, we were unbeatable. Because I had a powder keg, to be fair, but... This is a skill, right? Or a small... No. I never remember. 60 extra max health early does seem kind of incredible. Plus, you'll give us money, and we can have a weapon of our choice, man. So we got 16 gold.
I would spar with you, but this leg... Oof.
I don't really want shark claws. You do attack in 5 seconds. I would rather have you and not spend the money, but obviously we're looking for something even better. And even better than Shark Claws, I gotta feel like it's Katana, man.
Enjoy the thrill of battle. Well, you can.
I think this is the setup right now. I think this is the anthem, throw all your hands up, something, smile if you're with me, you, don't want to be just like you type stuff, you know? What I'm saying is, something like that. By the way, my camera's all off. I bumped it yesterday, so I don't know. Just get used to it, okay? We're not having a permanent earthquake. Deadly Uzi. High crit chance Uzi. And the core that's doing a lot of damage. I'm occasionally putting up a shield, buffing my katana that takes... I want to throw up. It takes 3 seconds to attack. It seems like a win, though, right? I think it's a win. I'm pretty confident it's a win. Your crit chance is 0. It should be a win. Okay, that's good. Winning early is like winning a coin flip, I think. At least for me. And late, it's not a coin flip. It's a battle of wits, and I'll leave it to your interpretation how that usually goes for me. I feel like after day 10, wins become very, very scarce for a fella such as myself. Which is why I'd love to win early. Haters will say it's fake, but I kind of feel like Apollo said this is one of the worst events in the game. But I feel like we're in a different era, man. I feel like we want the extra damage on Katana. And possibly, I guess, on Grenade. Though I don't care for that as much. And then left-handed would go crazy. Rightmost item is a better crit chance. You know, we got a lot of money. That's worth a reroll, I think. Left-handed! Sick, man. I like our build so far. We want to see Cloak, obviously. Obviously, that is not Cloak. And neither is this. I think you still want Mosquito. Mosquito gives you haste, possibly, right? That would be nice. I mean, Insect Wing would be nice, too. And I mean, this is, if I may make you a little bit upset, this is us angling towards like a one-weapon, hasted, enchanted katana, crow's nest type build. So we're very much kind of like in my wheelhouse. I guess what I'm trying to say is you're not going to see anything you've never seen before. Do you sell bludgeon into amber? I don't know. I doubt we're going to even put amber on the board. You give us a junk item. Sorry, loot, not junk. I would rather... Well, it could be scrap, but XP doesn't go out of style, like Taylor Swift said. And I think we gotta go Sharpening Stone, man. Like, 5 damage actually matters a lot here. Now, I think I'd really like to not lose early. So I think you pull this... 2 items for 3 seconds or 1 item for 3 seconds. I think you gotta go like that. We could pull Grenade for Amber, but I think the grenade damage may matter more than 1 extra... you know, you persuaded me. What do we not want to see?
No, I'm a bit of
damage or poison, which is pretty much all of the builds that could possibly show up. No, okay, Cutlass... well, relatively high crit chance Cutlass, but we're scaling. We're doing damage fast. We're shielding a little bit, and I mean, we can only slow 2 things. So you're maybe, I don't know if you're going to be perma-slowed, but you're kind of in for a little bit of a nightmare here. If not perma-slowed, at least slowed enough that you're going to be upset. You're not going to be a big fan of this, let me put it that way. So we are going to win again. Very exciting for a fella like myself. Now, if we were going to upgrade something, you got to upgrade the Poning Steel. Because it's going to be a long time. Well, it's going to be until we find a curio shop that we get rid of it. Also, that's not even what we're looking for here. So, how about a bronze tier item? What do you got for me? Harpoon can go on the board. Not necessarily like the item I was most excited to see, but let's see what you got. For me, it's hard not to take a Pearl, even though we're not going aquatic. It's hard not to take a Ramrod, honestly. This is a little bit of a spicy choice. I think this is some good stuff. I'm going to sell Bludgeon into Amber. I'm going to run Silencer to reduce your cooldown. I do need to put you out here for a minute, though. Okay. Okay. How do I like the board? I like how it's taking shape. Don't really care for a med kit. I'm scared that we won't win this fight, but okay, well, there is no fight, so I wouldn't sweat it. Okay, I guess I'm not feeling too bad. One thing I would say is that I think it's worth fighting the Flame Dancer. If we get the Cutlass, that's pretty much just like a great replacement for the Katana. Although we have buffed it a little bit, like the Cutlass has so much more potential on the upside. But think on the bright side, maybe we just won't get it, so we won't have to concern ourselves with it. We have buffed it a little bit, but I wouldn't get too attached to that. It's like, well, we had a Sharpening Stone and like maybe 5 shots of that. Well, okay. It appears we'll be running our Katana for life. Well, like, I don't know. We got better bronzes to upgrade. You're gonna go. You're gonna go. It is possible... If I pull you, do we really want... Because we could run this, and then, like, pull Silencer if it's not doing damage anyway, and, like, try something like that. This, we have to go here, because if we get Crow's Nest, like, it's over. Some temptation. I'm not a slow build Andy, though. I am a silver Silencer Andy. I could definitely be persuaded to be a silver Silencer Andy. We're really leveling up this quick. This allows me to put you back out here. And honestly, probably you. We do have an aquatic item, but it's not going off too often. Alright, what gets upgraded? Katana gets so little damage. I do find it hard to believe the harpoon is going to get us there. So I think, and admittedly we could get more damage out of the cake, but I think for now it's got to be shielded honing steel. That's like, you need some form of engine to get things going, especially in the late game. You need, like, every time you attack, your attack gets stronger for a one weapon build. Because that might be our health, shield, and healing all in one. Okay, pretty spooky Langzhan, depending on its crit chance, but, I mean, we're a little spooky ourselves. We will, at some point, if we're alive, destroy their seaweed. That's pretty good for us, I would say. I mean, honestly, if I had to check, I bet the grenade did, like, 3 times more damage than the katana. This might be, like, one weapon grenade build, man. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. The katana did a lot better than the grenade. Okay, fair enough. I didn't know. That's why we check, man. That's why we check. Crow's nest. Okay, it changes everything. So I'm so sorry. Let's put all this stuff in the backpack for a second here. You're definitely rocking this.
I'm almost sure that was a good trade.
And you're definitely selling smalls that are weapons. You might not have to sell that yet. Let me think about what would fill out the rest of our board nicely. Star chart doesn't really work, but it does give us more XP. Realistically, we're probably not going to wait until we get like a potion build or something. So let's at least buy star chart, and we won't run it on the board. Or if we do, we won't run it on the board for long, at least. Small non-weapon when we're on 0 gold. 1 chocolate bar? Well, okay, the build for now is this, I think. And I don't know. I just feel like we attack fast enough that it would be very difficult for you to kill us. If not impossible. But we could, now that I think about it, we could easily lose to the sandstorm. I don't know, destroy a loser ray, please. What did you destroy? Chum! Actually, that might kill your scaling engine. I can support that. It's not lost on me, by the way, that it's not lost on me, by the way, that we're kind of closing in on 4 wins in 4 days, which is a very nice number, I think. For this to work, you know what we need. We need the cooldown reduction on the katana. Some kind of, like, an awesome enchantment would hit the spot. Sure. You know what? I mean, a heavy enchantment would cause it to scale its own crit, which would be nice. I don't know why it sounded, like, problematic when I said that. Scale its own crit. This is devastating. Five or fewer items, your items have a 5% crit chance. It's like a slap in the face, man. I'm gonna take when you poison, your items gain crit chance. Now we got 2 different ways to possibly, like, enable some scaling. I think we could probably sell out on the shop if we found something that we really liked. The figurehead is really good. Honestly, the 1 damage from this, I just don't care. I just don't care. And then a figurehead costs 8, which is perfect for a fellow like me. It's only 25 damage, but I mean that's kind of an incredible start. It helps us out a lot if we go up against burst, which is entirely plausible. Well, I don't know. I don't know what the meta is. It actually seems like ever since they changed the cooldowns, aquatic seems pretty good these days. But I mean, double barrel. Double barrel is what it is, man. They're also gonna slow the you-know-what out of me here. But I'm gonna very slightly slow them in some circumstances as well. I don't know. Katana, hold, please. Corporate accounts payable Nina speaking. Just a moment. This one's gonna be close. Actually, it's not gonna be close. We're easily gonna win. Okay, 4 wins in 4 days. You can't be mad because we beat a Vanessa that was running a reloading double barrel. That actually makes us the good guys. I'm sorry, but the truth hurts, man. The truth hurts. It's an old build, sir, but it checks out. Okay, this was literally exactly what I wanted to see.
Ooh, the
Plus 20% crit chance.
quicker the fight.
We have star chart for a reason. Oh, it's all coming together. The autopilot build. Like, all we need to worry about is this square right here. Every time, man. Every time. I call you an ammo merchant. I'll pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. I look you up and find out you are an ammo merchant. You have haste boots. A Curvian rocket trooper. You know what? I forgot. This fella has a gold shadow cloak. If we could get the gold shadow cloak, we dump Amber, and unfortunately we dump the one who brought us. This is a rare situation. We don't dance with the one who brought us. But if that bothers you, just think that maybe like the one who brought us is like in like a teen movie context. He was actually the bully, and he got like, he was on a dare with his friends to like bring us to prom because we're a nerd. We danced with him, and then we found out that actually like the nerd who we were in love with should have been the one that we went with, and that's why we're dancing with him. How could you do this to me? So I've been told that sometimes this takes 30 seconds. Sometimes this takes 5 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little pause in the video so that you are not put out in any way. And I'll see you in just a moment. Gamers, it was more like 30 seconds. It was. We'll put this bad boy out here. Oh my god, we leveled up too? This is... It actually is disgusting. This is a disgusting start. Everything's going according to plan. Except for you. You're not as good as what we already have. You're not as good as what we already have. We'll hold you. Poison Katana could do something. But I don't think any AI could kill us. I do think our build is weak to what it's always weak to when we do this. Do you need me to say it? Freeze and slow. And I will say, not to like make it seem like I'm have a high chance to lose anytime soon, because I don't think that's the case. Please give me your skill. Prove there's a benevolent lord and give me your skill. Okay, whatever. That's sellable loot. But I do think slow Vanessa is like a little bit more common than it used to be. And freeze, not that common, but either way, you probably wouldn't see it until later. So for now I'm feeling pretty good. A level 5 Vanessa with 2 wins. Our run has gotten better every single day, and this is by far the best day so far. They have a kind of a weak Langzhan, which is not your fault. It depends on who you go up against. I'm not trying to shame your Langzhan. I would love to kill you before you break my silencer, just to flex. Oh, whatever. It was close. One thing we would love to see, and it's a few days away probably, but a slow enchantment or a... if I'm being honest, no, it's not that big of a deal, don't I'm not even going to say it because it doesn't matter that much. I was going to say, like, if we got neurotoxin, we could put it next to the katana instead of the silencer, and then our crit chance would go up by 2 every time we attacked, but, like, it's already 40%. It's pretty good. Speaking of which, you're a guaranteed 25 damage, but I basically want to be critting every time. And I don't want to be spending for like a crow's nest because it's a big item. Alright, I'll take the free regen. I'm going... It's a hybrid Apollo mode. And I'm going to try to take the Infernal. Every time I say, I'm not going to fight this guy anymore. I say I'm going to learn my lesson, and then I don't learn my lesson. But you know what? Today, he's going to learn a lesson. Oh, he didn't like that too much, did he? Okay, actually, there's quite a lot of burn coming out. I don't want any more burn, please, if you can avoid it. Just wow! Dude, we were 1 attack. You know it to be true. We were 1 attack away. Oh, one of these days we're gonna go. Yes! The bounty hunter. I would actually, this would be a great time to get wanted poster, man. So, because the streets are saying NL disrespects wanted poster. That's true. When I first started playing the Bazaar, I was like, oh cool, you can put stuff in your backpack and still get like a reward for it. As more and more time has gone on to playing the Bazaar, I'm like, oh my god, not more stuff that goes in my backpack. I'm just too lazy to really to deal with it right now. But, oh yes! Down by the sea, we found our hidden treasure. You like Men at Work? Not the concept, but like the band.
Wormcats fight without weapons, but you.
I'll take another 30 flat damage. Like that's as good as the upgrade on this guy. Bazaar Armadillo with 1 win. Can I be like, I actually think I want to go like ultimate scumbag mode. I'm not doing this for BM. I'm actually doing it. I can see the metadata of my opponent's run. I can see how many wins they've got. I can see the metadata of my run. And I'm making a bet that we take these. That ice pick is going to keep my stuff frozen though. That kind of sucks. It froze the silencer. That's like horrific news for you. Wait, but my katana's been slowed. This actually could get kind of annoying. Oh my god, we're just basically getting insanely lucky. Wait, it froze the silencer like 10 times in a row. They have icy coral too, I didn't even notice. I think we got really lucky, but that's really funny. Well, for now, I'm gonna just leave it on the board just because I can. Don't really want the scrap. Did I sell I didn't sell this yet. I will, I promise. Today, it would be awesome
Nothing huge.
if we could level up and get the, nah, man. If we could level up and get the enchantment, it is a level and a half away. That's, now that I think about it, that's pretty tough. But, it is a great run so far. Maybe if we got like an elite enemy here that we could take. Okay, this is a great time to have not sold everything. Because... This is a really hot choice, okay? But it's possible, if Spyglass hits you, which it didn't, we probably take that. We might still take it, to be honest. The reason I put this out is like, Spyglass makes another item have a 3-second longer cooldown. It's devastating on the katana. It's like more than a 50% damage reduction. I put it out here to try to win the 50-50. Because also, to be fair, getting the skill from this would be amazing. This seems like one of those times, like, realistically... You know what? I'm just gonna say this is us paying the toll for winning the last round PvP. There's no way we win this one. It's just too much, it's too much HP for us to get over. I can live with that. If it hits the shielded honing steel, then we run away with that one, I think. But because it's not just like less health, it's like it scales slower, yada yada yada. Either way, not sweating that too much, at least. That's level 9. I'm gonna go ahead and say level 10 is probably not gonna happen today. Curio. Interesting. Always, you know what? We got so much money to burn. We have to go to Curio. It's a gimme? not today, but sure. I think we should also sell the stuff we don't think we'll ever use again, just to have more inventory space. But I'm not going to sell the loot yet, because there's no reason to.
Circuits to see that find a home.
You're good enough.
Now that's
I mean, it's kind of minor damage, but at the same time, we don't have, like, many other ways to scale our damage anyway, so... 110 damage. I'll admit, okay, like, it's braggadocious. Let's see what our opponent's rocking. They're on 3 wins on level 8. It's braggadocious to keep throwing the wanted poster out there, but...
My fight isn't
I want to get that enchant as soon as possible. They're heavy shielding with a shiny fang and some seaweed. Admittedly, they're going to be tough to kill, but I would rather be us because we're impossible to kill. I think we got him, boys. It's not going to be quick. But we're scaling a lot faster than they're scaling. Which means Wanted Poster, it wins out again. Huge, huge. I mean, it's not like the most creative run you're ever going to see. It's probably the most basic run you're ever going to see. But it is a scumbag evolution of that because I now am running Wanted Poster on the board. Because I'm in your house like carpet. I'm in your walls like asbestos. Okay. Let me see what kind of items you got for sale. Bad ones. For my build. You're always interesting. Actually, you know what? You're kind of interesting to have to scale the crit chance on Katana on top of what you already do. What do we got here? Infernal Frigate. I mean, truth be told, there's no reason like not to run that. Because every time we slow anything, we'll get an extra 2% crit chance. Not to mention we'll also slow something, so... I think that this may... I don't know if I would say that it replaces the figurehead. The figurehead and it are probably pretty close, but at least against the AI, we can give it a try. If we need, like, when you crit charge an item. I don't even know if that's a skill that exists. Realistically, you're gone. You know what? You're gone. I want to make the space to sell something. Star Chart has been good for us. Ever since I was a lowercase g. Chant an item with Born effects. Definitely seems like scaling burning Katana is gonna be a threat. It just reduces the time to kill. And then we go straight for Bouncertron, man. And I guess at this point, I always forget what this skill is. When you use a weapon, adjacent items gain a crit chance. That doesn't seem like it matters for a fella such as myself. Very nice, though. Very nice. Cooldown reduction, man. Cooldown reduction or skills that allow the katana to charge itself. Crazy to skip it, but I don't want to get upgrades to skills that can't do anything for us. Honestly, I just can't be messing with the gumballs. I'm sorry to say. But we have combat next, right? Combat. 25 extra damage is something, but give me the XP. I mean, it's risky to do this, man, but it might seem like there's no reason to do this. You should pay more respect to your opponent. I am paying my respect to my later opponents by trying to get an XP boost right now. That's the way I'm choosing to look at it. Is like, I want to have an advantage if somehow I get cursed with having to go up against people on like day 13, 14, 15. Oh my god, the freeze. Boys, it's never coming back. This is a guaranteed loss. And trust me, you don't have to be a genius to tell that we actually win this if we put out the tripwire. Because we would slow down their items long enough for us to at least land some shots with the katana. That one hurts. I'm not gonna lie to you. Icy Pylon is kind of crazy. It's kind of, when you slow haste an item, when you slow freeze an item. Well, you know what? Honestly, I can't be upset. The dualies, not to be rude, the dualies need some help. I can't be mad about losing to a dualie at this point in my life. This is good though. First time we use our katana, freeze an item for 3 seconds. Still good. Still good. You're out. You're in. Probably that's the end of Wanted Poster on the board. We got humbled. You're just not that good, I think. We don't really need the crit chance. Dock Lines is good, man, but 4 items for 3 seconds is kind of gross. I think Tripwire is just like... It counters enemy builds that go wide, and ergo seems better for me. I'm gonna actually just take 5% HP. It's not about the regen. It's about the, you know, 200 HP or whatever. Let's go cinema. I beat this guy yesterday. It can be done. There is a little... It's a little... You really don't want this to crit you, obviously. We would prefer, preferably, if maybe you just didn't get even a chance to use it at all. It doesn't look like that's gonna happen. I did not get critted though. They do have lifesteal, but the burn is stacking, brother. The burn is stacking. Okay. Oh, gold shadow cloak. I don't know if I've ever even seen a diamond shadow cloak, man. Okay, whatever. It's funny because if you take this, you could run Mortal Coil, dump Crows. Oh, but you lose 60% flat crit chance. Get out of my face and get out of my car. Cooldown reduction, please. Ammo. I don't want to suggest that we're getting bad luck. Like, that's crazy. But we are getting bad luck relative to our loot, relative to the loot that we could be getting. Oh, you're going to give me cooldown reduction or XP. Yeah, I don't really want diamond ammo, to be honest. We'll take this. Alright, we have 83 gold. The thing is, we don't know what we're doing with it. So you're gonna... Oh, hang on. You go back, you come out, you go in. I really don't want to sell these if I can avoid it. And I'm just not going to be, I'm not going to have hubris this time. I'm going to keep Tripwire out there, because if they have a slower or a freezer, slowing their slow or their freeze could save us. Toxic Fixer-Upper, also, like, very devastating. Ah! It would have been nice for that to be frozen. But truth be told, like, no, we're cooked, I think, for sure. Their shield is just way, way, way too high. And the poison is way, way, way too high. But nothing we had in our backpack was going to save the day here. You froze, even if you froze the Fixer-Upper, I think you're cooked. Now, again, I'm trying to be the bigger man in this situation. I can't really be upset with the way the last 2 rounds have gone, because I'm also running, like, a complete scumbag build. I am running bronze katana, which is kind of insane, but a good small weapon. No, okay. It does appear that this is kind of like just getting a little close to the edge. To get 7 in 7 and then possibly not even have a chance to get to 8 would be, well, it would be a sobering realization. Let's put it that way. I think we're suffering from a few things. One is the katana doesn't multicast, whereas a cutlass would have. Another one is, I don't think we actually don't want that. It happens a lot, but if anything, it's a pretty small upgrade, but even a 5% cooldown reduction takes you to 2.1. Yeah, okay. 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 I mean, this is the build. You're gone. You haven't been out in a while. You're never going to make it. You leave. We move you out of the way. It takes 30 damage off, but it gives you way more damage in return, and your crit chance goes super high. Enchant an item with shield effects. I don't think that's that good. I don't really want to put it on. Wait, what would katana do if we had it? It's a shield equal to damage, I assume. It would make us really tough to kill. But we're already tough to kill with the lifesteal. So if anything, I mean, what about Swashbuckle? Swashbuckle can't even take it. Crow's Nest. When you crit with a weapon, shield 40. Cloak. When you use the item to the right of this, shield 20. I almost want to put it on.
Just waiting for your
No, but the burn damage is accrue. It's like compound interest. It's damage over time. I think we stick with what we got. Well, in that case, we might as well take something. I'm gonna put it on you, just because, I mean, I'm not really concerned about your enchantment. If we get a deadly, we want to put it on you without overwriting something. All right, now this is a scary situation, because we just lost to a pig with, like, way worse stats than you. But that's the beauty of the Bazaar, is you match up differently to different builds. I was kind of hoping to see a square weapon build, but very high shield build. It's also going to have... I thought I saw marbles. Maybe not. I'm just gonna level with you. I'm not the type of fella that really knows what your build does. So, it certainly does appear to be slowing my katana way down. But then also, like, potentially dying to me. Okay, that's why I said it's the beauty of the Bazaar, people. Now, what would I replace the enchantment on my katana with? Brother, if we could get Radiance, I mean, it's tough to stop us at that point. Today would be a great day to spend some of this gold. Not on weapons, though, because we're not going to get a better weapon or a bronze katana. It just can't happen. Instead, we'll settle for a silver jellyfish. Yeah, let me see these diamond tier skills, man. When you poison your weapons, gain 15 damage. If we could just get, like, a poison enchantment, that would be amazing. Okay, when you use your leftmost item, burn 4. Plus 2,000 max health right now actually seems like a kind of a crazy get. Alright, yeah, you're gone, you're gone. I think that I would be surprised if we could take Frost Street Champions. So, just because I think they have Iceberg, right? So every time we attack, we'd get frozen. The extra health I'm here for sure. I don't know, man. I think 10 is possibly in the cards for us. What's funny is that we probably would have a much better chance at it if we hadn't run Wanted Poster on the board, because I might have come away with 1 extra win. As of this point.
Take your time. I'm pretty late.
None of those, but... I mean, I'm really... You kind of know what we're looking for at this point, right? Like, we're looking for Swashbuckle. Gavel's interesting, I'll admit, but we don't really need to do 500 damage in 9 seconds. We can, like, quintuple that. I don't care if we could get a large item. You spin the wheel for a prize. Now, we don't want gold. An enchanted item. I don't know what that even... It's a skill, I guess. An enchanted item. Shiny Honing Steel, Holding Hands. They really want us to run an enchanted Honing Steel at some point on this run. And you know what? I was with them for a bit. But I've decided...
Go ahead. Underestimate.
I think we just got a better setup. So they're a hasting build. They do have their slow is going to be really annoying for me. We're going to be perma-slowed. But perma-slowed and never frozen might be okay. I think we're... If this went on long enough, I think they rinse me. But I think we do enough damage and we have enough HP that we're going to come out ahead. I knew it was going to happen, okay? Like, if we have less HP... If we both had 100,000 HP, we probably lose. But with me, 2,000 HP above you, like 40% HP above you, we got just enough runway. Okay. 10 is still in the cards on what might be the most boring build you've ever seen, but I don't really care, to be honest with you. You're never making it. You're never making it, but I do appreciate you. I want to see maybe you got a crow's nest.
Favorite air breather.
Iceberg is interesting. Tropical Island is just so annoying to to have. It's not bad. I don't know how much it really helps you, but... Now, cooldown reduction, maybe, for the first time in history. Well, it's not horrible. I'm just going to be honest. You guys, you've been sticking around too long. 85 non-weapon items. With 109 gold, I mean, we got to be going to shops, man. We can buy anything. I don't really want 10 extra shield. Give me 10 extra damage. Honestly, in the whole scheme of things, that's not too bad. Although we did pay, like, a heavy price for it. We maybe lose, but I want to give it a try. I feel like we need something to shake this run up a bit. Just to... Not only to help us, but also just to make it, like, a little bit more interesting, right? Like a skill that maybe allows us to take the Shadow Cloak off so we can fit more items. I don't know what you have that would really work for us, though. Nothing. That's fine. Gain shield equal to that. I never even really read it. When you use another item, this gains shield equal to the value of that item for the fight. It's a shame because we don't really, like, use items. And we have infinite gold.
Hi, I'm Quixel, Master Merchant or something.
Don't be so demure.
Go buy something huge and then sell it to me.
Grade. Is really nice to get the extra damage. I don't know, man. I'm a believer, and it took me a while to get to this point. I'm a believer in just cooldown reduction plus a scalar on a build like this.
My lessons are painful. Are you prepared?
Plus 6 burn. Charge a poison item. Don't really care for that. You have 1 weapon. It has lifesteal and 10% crit chance. Okay, hang on.
Bazaar is a rabid beast.
And then, Gaming Unk is a funny name, man. You can actually cut Crow's Nest, but what on earth are you gonna rock instead, man? Nothing, because we sold everything else, man. Okay, so is it worth the 60% crit chance? Or, like, yeah, it's worth it for now. But it's actually nice to know that if we lose against Gaming Unk, we could take Crow's Nest out, and then we have 3 spaces with which to maybe provide our build with some broader protection. What do you got? You're a slowing and burning deck. As long as you don't freeze, I'm okay, I think. You know what's crazy, too? If I may say so. Not to quote Doja Cat. If I may say so, we went up against a lot of builds that they didn't win, but they counter 1-weapon builds. We went up against like 4 or 5 builds in the last few days that relied on slow. Either way, I mean, it was kind of a smooth flight path on that one, but we found it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. I'll see you next time. Later.